Okay, so welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to the Learning Factory 2.0. I think it is after a gap of about 4 years and a few months that I'm getting back onto the channel. A little more than that, actually. So, but the intent is to come in and do a lot of videos now. And basically, I've started off from where I left. So, we are going to go back to class 6th number system mathematics, and we are going to pick it up, and then gradually we are going to do the concepts, and then possibly we will do a few questions also. It's important to understand concepts. I think concept teaching is very important. So without much ado, let's get into the video. So today the topics that we are going to cover very simple. We are going to keep it simple, and we will break it down. So we will talk about factors, okay, and then we'll talk about multiples. What are factors? What are multiples? What is their meaning? What does it mean? So that's critical, understanding the concept of it. One is definition. Obviously we will go through the definition, but we will also understand the concept. That's important. What does it mean in the physical world? Then we will talk about prime numbers and composite numbers. So prime or composite numbers basically जो है, it is a surrogate of, if you understand the concept of factors and multiples, basis these concepts, then we define prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, so for easy understanding, understand that prime numbers are numbers who do not have many factors, okay, and composite numbers are numbers who have many factors. Okay, easy understanding right now, then we will get into it. And then there is this method, Eratosthenes, I think Greek mathematician. So in Hindi it is called Chalni method, which basically is a sieve, okay, and in English we call it the sieve method of finding out prime numbers. Basically using fundamental principles, one will be able to find out prime numbers. Obviously it's a time consuming method, but then that's the method, okay, and it is covered in the syllabus. When I was in class 6th, I studied. I was going through the book today, it still is there, so might as well sort of make sense to cover it up. And then we will talk about very interesting, which is divisibility of numbers. So कौन सा नंबर किस नंबर से डिवाइड होता है, what are the rules behind it, we will cover that. Only the rules we will cover in this one, and in the next video I will try to tell you why those rules are there. Okay, but first of all let's understand what are those rules, and then we will understand why those rules are like that. So let's get into the next one. Let's start with factors. Okay, so let's start with factors. What are factors? So for example, let's take a number 8. Okay, now when I take a number 8 and I try to divide this number, can I divide 8 in 2 equal parts? Yes, I can divide 8 in 2 equal parts of 4 and 4. Can I divide 8 in 3 equal parts? No. Can I divide 8 in 4 equal parts? Yes. So see. Can I divide 8 in 1 equal part, which means basically I don't have to divide it? The answer is 1. Can I divide 8 in 8 equal parts? Yeah. So obviously we can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So that's how we are able to divide it, which means that it can be divided in 2 equal parts. So 4 and 4, 4 becomes a factor of 8, 2 becomes a factor of 8, okay, and 1 becomes a factor of 8, and because 8 we have also divided in 1 equal part, so 8 also becomes a factor of 8. So what are the factors of 8 then? 1, 2, 4 and 8. That is the meaning of factors. Okay? And what is the mathematical interpretation? The mathematical interpretation is that if using all these numbers we divide it, it will be completely divisible. Yeah, so let's try. So 8 divided by 1 is completely divisible. 8 divided by 2 is 4, completely divisible. 8 divided by 4 is 2, completely divisible. And 8 divided by 8 once again is completely divisible, right? So which means that that's the mathematical interpretation. And that brings us to second point, that if any number is divided by a factor of it, then the remainder has to be 0. Should be is a wrong expression. Must be. If remainder is not coming out to be 0, then that divisor is not a factor of the number. Okay. So understand that from a mathematical understanding, ये समझिए कि अगर नंबर में पूरा पूरा डिवाइड हो रहा है, if the remainder is 0, then that divisor is a factor of the number. Okay, so that's the understanding. And then you have to understand that whatever numbers are there, so for example 8, the factors are 1, 2, 4 and 8. Now for all these numbers, 8 is their multiple. Okay, so what is a multiple? Multiple is basically uh, you take a number, let's say I take a number 3 and then I start to multiply it, and whatever number I get is a multiple of this number, right? So 3 into 1, 3 is a multiple. 3 into 2, 6, 6 is a multiple of 3. Similarly 9, 12, and you can go on and on and on. Yeah, so every number, okay, is a multiple of itself and is also a factor of itself. So इसको थोड़ा सा समझते हैं. Now let's say I take any number. Let's say पुराना number ही लेते हैं. Let's say I start with a number 8. Okay. So we just learned that 1, 2, 4 and 8 are factors. So you can see that 8 is a factor of 8. And we also just learned that for each of its factors, the number is the multiple. So 8 is a multiple of 1, 8 is a multiple of 2, 8 is a multiple of 4, and 8 is also a multiple of 8. So what did we learn is that every number is its own factor and is its own multiple. Now usme there is one thing which is very important, is that when we talk about factors, so the number itself is the largest factor. Okay, rest all the other factors will be smaller than it, because factors have to divide it completely. So if it is larger than the number, it will not be able to divide it. And for multiple, it is the smallest multiple. Okay, so when we talk about multiple, so the number itself is the smallest multiple, but when we talk about factors, the number itself is the largest factor. So that's something that one needs to understand. So let's move on. Now whatever we understood of factors, we will see 1. It is quite interesting to see 1. 1 is a number which is a factor of every number. So any number you see, because 1 will divide it completely, so any number 1 is going to be a factor, which is why I have mentioned it. The number itself is going to be the factor, so we just discussed this, and it is also going to be the largest factor. Okay, so अगर कोई number है and that number is going to be the largest factor, if there is a number greater than the number itself, obviously it's not going to be the factor, and hence. Now we discussed this, a number is multiple of factors. Basically, if there is a number and it has a few factors, then it is a multiple of each of its factors. Okay, because 1 into 8 is 8, 2 into 4 is 8, 4 into 2 is 8. So basically this number is a multiple of all the factors. We have discussed this. This also we discussed that factors either will be less than the number, or at most it will be equal to the number, but a factor cannot be greater than the number. Yeah, simple, because division nahi hoga if the factor is greater than the number, right? So for example, 8 is the number. Can 16 be a factor? No, because when I divide 8 by 16, it is what? It is 0.5. I can't divide it. So it's like 16 zeros are 0, and then I have a remainder 8. So the moment the factor is greater than the number, it cannot be I mean, any number greater than the number itself can't be a factor. Yeah. Now this is quite important as a concept, is that factors are finite. What does it mean? Okay. So see, understand, we can take any number and it could be a big number. Yeah, it could be a number that runs into lakhs and crores and billions and trillions, and because number system is infinite. So let's say we take a very very large number, but still the number of the factors is finite always. One might not be able to factorize it properly. Okay, but the number of factors is going to be finite. मतलब कि कितना भी बड़ा नंबर लें, उसके फैक्टर्स को हम गिन सकते हैं. ठीक है ना? जैसे 100 है तो 100 के फैक्टर्स हैं, क्या क्या हो जाएंगे? 2 है, 5 है, 10 है, 20 है, 50 है, राइट, 25 है. So these are the factors of 100. Similarly, when we increase the number of factors is going to go up and stuff like that. ठीक है? But the number of factors will be finite. Obviously we will find difficulty to count कि कितने factors हैं, or to even factorize, because the numbers will be so much bigger. But when we talk about multiples, okay, when we talk about multiples, please understand that multiples are going to be infinite. Why? Because what was multiples definition? We said that multiple is basically a number. Let's say that number is 8, and then we keep multiplying it, right? And we keep getting new numbers. So यहाँ पे 1 2 3 we can go up to like n, where n is infinity, and this number, this is a series, it's an infinite series, it will continue to go on. But see, understand, let's say this number is something, okay, this number is n into 8, right? But when we do n into 8, we see that for n into 8 the number of factors is going to be limited. Obviously it will be difficult to find out, but it is going to be limited. But multiples is going to be unlimited. So keep that in mind. I think it's a very easy concept to understand. Sometimes it can be confusing, so keep it in mind. Sometimes in schools examinations it might also be asked as a true false question, and therefore it is important to understand the concept. Now we'll talk about what is a perfect number. So it's one of my favorite things and so let me give you a little bit of a history about it. When I learnt about it, it's a beautiful number, one of my favorites, and I learnt about a perfect number in 1995. So in Hindi it is also known as Sampurna Sankhya. Okay, so coincidentally I learnt my initial part of mathematics in Hindi, and which is why I am slightly used to these terminologies. So in Hindi it is known as Sampurna Sankhya. What does it mean? Okay, so at this point of time you just need to know it on a GK basis. Okay, there's something interesting about these numbers. So this is 6. The factors are 1, 2, 3, 6. Add all of them, it will be 12. 12 is twice the number. So the definition of a perfect number is that a perfect number is one whose sum of all the factors is twice the number itself. And when we say all the factors, obviously we include 1, because 1 is a factor of every number, and the number itself, because every number is its own factor, right? So that's the simple definition. No, there are more perfect numbers, but I think At this stage it is okay to just know 2. When we will do more videos, I will talk about the empirical formula which will give us more perfect numbers, but if you are interested you can write to me and then we can discuss it. Because this video primarily is being targeted at class 6th students, which is why I'm not going to get into it. 28 again, 1, 2, 4, 7, 14 and 28. When you add it, it is 56. Yeah, 14 and 7 is 21, 21 and 4 is 25, 27, 28, and then add 28 to it, it becomes twice the number itself. So that's the definition of perfect number, and it is important, and it's just a curious sort of a number, because there are not other numbers and you can do hit and trial but you will not find out. So that's about perfect number. I covered it because once again it was in the syllabus and something you can possibly use to show off your knowledge sometimes. Yeah, now let's come into this concept of prime numbers and composite numbers. So now that we have understood the concept of factors, it is easier to understand the concept of prime numbers. So initially, if you remember, I had said that prime numbers are numbers which have less number of factors, and then composite numbers are numbers which have more number of factors. So now let me attach numbers to less and more. Okay, so basically prime numbers are those numbers who only have two factors. That's it. So, and any number which has more than, okay, two factors is composite number. And there is only one number 1 which has basically one because 1 is 1 and the number itself is 1, and therefore 1 is not a prime number, it's called a special number. Okay, in this definition of prime and composite, 1 is called a special number. So basically what are composite numbers? All natural numbers, subtract from them prime numbers and 1, and every other number is composite. So for composite numbers, basically you should be able to divide that number by at least one more number except 1 and that number itself. ठीक है, अब जैसे हर नंबर जो है उसको आप completely divide कर सकते हैं 1 से, and you can also divide that number completely by that number itself. But even if there is a single number which is able to divide that number, then that number is a composite number. So basically, if any number is not prime and if that number is not 1, then that number is composite. Simple. ऐसे समझना. अब ये कि prime number क्या है? So first and the smallest prime number is 2. Okay, is the smallest prime number. Understand this. It is always a trick question. It comes in a lot of examination. Which is the smallest prime number? So 2 is the smallest prime number. It also is the only even number which is prime. Okay, only even number which is prime. So these two are important, and the rest, all the other prime numbers, they are odd numbers. Okay, even and odd, I hope that we are clear on it. So how to find prime numbers? Okay, fine, cool, let's get into that method. So basically guys, see, यहाँ पे we will talk about Eratosthenes sieve method, और हिंदी में इसको बोलते हैं चलनी method. Chalni is and sieve, you understand. So basically what we will do in this method is that we will start with the prime number that we know about. ठीक है, and once we know of a prime number, then we will start to strike out the multiples of that prime number. So 1 we know that it is a special number, so we have stricken it out. 2 is the first prime number we know, so we circle 2, and then we strike out all the multiples of 2. So what are multiples of 2? 4. All the even numbers are multiple of 2. So see, all even numbers you can basically, this entire line is wiped out. Okay, this entire line is wiped out. Okay, you know how to find out even numbers, right? Numbers which are ending in 2, 4, 6, 8. This is gone. So we have basically taken out all the even numbers because they will obviously be divided by 2. Then 3. 3 again is a prime number, okay, because 3 can be divided only by 1 and 3. Okay, so 2 factors, prime number. And because these are small numbers, easier to figure out. So now let's go to all the factors of 3. So 3 2 is 6, 6 is already strict, so we have killed it. 3 3 is 9, so now we will do 9. Similarly we'll do 15, 18 we have already done, 21, so on and so forth. So basically you start by striking out, and then whatever is the next number which is remaining, you just check it for factors, and in the end wo karte karte you will be able to identify, sieve out all the prime numbers. So do it as an exercise. I'm not going to run this, it's rather mundane, I will say. थोड़ा boring process है, but I think अगर आप पहली बार कर रहे हैं तो you should practice it well. Now let's go to the next one. Cool. Which even an odd game of prime numbers. So I've already told you that 2 is the only even number which is prime. इसके अलावा कोई भी even number है तो आंख बंद करके we have to assume that it is a composite number. Why? Because any number, let's say 8, will be divisible by 1, will be divisible by 8, and then of course because it's an even number it has to be divisible by 2. So the number of factors is more than 2, and hence it will not be a prime number. Which means that except for 2, यानी कि 2 के अलावा, all the other prime numbers are basically odd numbers. Okay, and except 2, all even numbers are composite numbers, right? And for all prime numbers except 2, they are odd numbers. तो इसको थोड़ा सा 2 मिनट टाइम देके just rest with it and it will become clear. So there is prime number में even and odd. This is even prime numbers and this is odd prime numbers. Even prime number has only one member which is 2. That's it. Okay, and rest all the prime number family is odd. That's what it means. ठीक है ना? So अगर आपको कोई even number दिखता है जो कि 2 नहीं है, तो you can safely assume कि it is not a prime number and it is a composite number. Similarly, but if you see all the odd numbers, it is not necessary that they are all prime numbers, obviously, right? So all prime numbers minus 2 are odd, but all odd numbers are not prime numbers. ये भी true and false में काफ़ी बार सवाल आता है. So keep this in mind. It's just basic concepts, but you need to understand. So that's the whole concept of prime numbers, and whatever is not prime and not 1 is composite number. Very simple. And there are some confusing ones, basically जिसमें लोग हमेशा धोखा खाते हैं. So whenever you multiply two prime numbers, you will get a composite number, right? So 3, for example 3 and 5, 15. So 15 is a composite number. Similarly 13 and 7, yeah, this is prime, this is prime. 91. So these numbers sometimes they give an appearance of being prime numbers, but they are not, because 91 will have 1, 91, 13 and 7, and because these factors are prime, so sometimes it is difficult to identify them directly. Yeah, and that is where I think this Eratosthenes sieve method, it comes in handy, because when you will be striking out all the multiples of 7, automatically you should be able to strike out 91. So that's where it is important. So keep that in mind. Now let's get into something which is interesting, which is basically divisibility rules. So how do you figure out which number is divisible by which number? Okay, and so we will just cover 2 to 11. Right now in this video I will only cover the rules, I will not cover the logic behind it. Maybe in next or next to next video we will see how to cover it, because right now at this point of time it is quite basic to be covering the logic of divisibility rules. So I myself learnt about the logics when I went to college, and I was preparing for CAT. Then I learnt about why it happens. Obviously when I was in school I just knew that ये rule है और उसको follow करना है. तो I will not do that. I will tell you the logic, but right now no. A little later maybe yes. Okay. So let's start. Okay. ठीक है. So any number which ends in 2, 4, 6, 8 and 0, if the last digit is this, the number will be divisible by 2. Basically all even numbers will be divisible by 2. Okay, and what is the definition of even numbers? That last digit is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0. 3. Okay, whatever is the number, let's say the number is 69, add the digits. What is 9 plus 6? 15. Okay, and then you see that whether the addition is divisible by 3 or not. The answer is yes. So if the sum of the digits is divisible by 3, the number will be divisible by 3. 4. The rule of divisibility of 4 is very simple, that the last digit, it should be 4, it should be 8. Okay, and in certain cases it can be 0 also. So let me articulate it in a better way. No, it should not be 4 or 8. So it is very simple. Let me give you a different kind of a insight on this one. Four divisibility rule is that you take the number and you look at the last two digits. Okay, so for example, for last two digits, if they are divisible by 4, the number will be divisible by 4, and I will tell you the rationale behind it, which basically means that for all the 2-digit numbers you will have to basically divide that number and see if it is divisible by 4 or not. But for numbers which are more than 2 digits, you pick up the last 2 digits and see if it is divisible by 4. So let me give an example. 424. Okay, last 2 digits 24, it's divisible by 4, so the number will be divisible by 4. 434, last 2 digits is 34, which is not divisible by 4 because it leaves a remainder of 2. So 434 is not divisible by 4. Okay, so it is that simple. And for any 2-digit numbers, up to 2-digit numbers, you can directly divide and see if it is divisible by 4 or not. The rationale behind it I will tell you later. 5 is simple, last digit is 0 or 5, the number is divisible by 5. Very simple. So it's simple to understand. See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. See, some of these rules are very simple. So 5 है, फिर 10 है, फिर 15 है, 20 है, 25 है, बीच का obviously numbers will not be divisible by 5, and hence 505050 in recurrence you will find this. Okay, so keep that in mind. 6 is basically if the number is divisible by 2 and 3 both. इसमें and ज़रूरी है. Okay, और नहीं, ये नहीं कि one of these two से divide हो गया तो हो गया, वैसा नहीं. It has to be divisible by both. So let's take for example 18. 18 is divisible by 2 obviously because last digit is 8, and 1 plus 8 is 9, so it's divisible by 3 also, which means that 18 is going to be divisible by 6. But if we take another number 16, so last digit is 6, which is divisible by 2, but then 1 plus 6 is 7, which means it is not divisible by 3. So अगर 6 से डिवाइड होना है तो 2 और 3 दोनों से डिवाइड होना है नंबर को, तभी वो 6 से डिविजिबल होगा. Now let's talk about 8. uh, 8 basically is a little bit like 4, but इसमें क्या करना होता है कि you have to look at the last 3 digits. Okay, if the last 3 digits are divisible by 8, so let's for, or yeah, if last 3 digits are 0, then the number will be divisible by 8. 4 में भी वही करना, last 2 digits are divisible by 4 or last 2 digits are 0, then the number is divisible by 4. So let's say there is a number 8764. Okay, so 764 divided by 8 we will have to see. So it is what? 8 9s are 72. Okay, 44. So basically there is a remainder of 4. So 8764 or any number, it can be 8000, 9000, 2700, it will not be divisible by 4. तो आप लोग इसको थोड़ा सा ट्राई करके, इसका लॉजिक क्या होता है आई विल कम एंड टेल यू, बट तब तक थोड़ा सा इसके साथ आई विल रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्रैक्टिस. देन लेट्स कम टू 9. Okay, 9 is also just like 3. Add the digits. So 89. 9 plus 8 is 17. Is it divisible by 9? Answer is no. But the moment it becomes 90, 9 and 0 is 9 and is divisible by 9. So 90 is divisible by 9, 89 is not. Similarly 81. 8 plus 1 is 9, divisible by 9. So sum of the digits, if it is divisible by 9, then yes, the number will be divisible by 9. Very simple. And now let's come to 11. 10 का divisibility नहीं बता रहा है, because any number which has a 0, only that number will be divisible by 10, otherwise it will not be. So it's simple. 11 is, lay the number out. For example, the number is 1212. Okay, now add the digits in the odd place and add the digits in the even place. What are the sum of these digits? 2, and the sum of these digits is 4. Okay, so the difference between these two, either it has to be 0 or it has to be divisible by 11, then the number will be divisible by 11. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say 121. Okay, now odd digits are these, so 1 plus 1 is 2, and even digit is this, so that is 2. So 2 minus 2 is equal to 0, which means it is divisible by 11. Now let's try and multiply this by 11. Okay, ठीक है. So this is the number, you add and you add, it will be the same. 3 plus 1 4, and 3 plus 1 4, 4 minus 4 is 0, so which means that this number will be divisible by 11. So keep that in mind. I mean, these are simple rules, you will have to go through the book for some time, but go through it, and these are simple ones. If you are a 6th class student, you should know all of this. And then try and put some mind behind it कि होता क्यों ऐसा. If you are able to think in those lines, then you will be really successful. Otherwise later on I will cover it. Since this is the first video after a long time, I did not want to bombard people. So yeah guys, I think that is it for the video. And what did we learn today? So let me just quickly take you back to the first one. Yes, so quick review of what we did. We basically learnt about factors and multiples. Factors क्या होता है? Factors are numbers which are exact divisors of a number. हिंदी में एक ऐसा नंबर जिससे किसी नंबर में पूरा पूरा भाग हो सकता है, ठीक है ना, उसको फैक्टर बोलेंगे. मल्टीपल क्या होता है? कोई भी नंबर है उसको गुना करते जाएंगे और जो नंबर आएगा वो मल्टीपल है. So any number, basically if we multiply it by any natural number, we will get a multiple of that number. प्राइम नंबर क्या है? कोई भी नंबर जिसके सिर्फ और सिर्फ दो फैक्टर्स हों. ओके, अगर दो फैक्टर्स हैं तो इसका क्या मतलब है कि वन इज वन ऑफ द फैक्टर एंड द नंबर इटसेल्फ इज द अदर फैक्टर. इफ these are the only two factors, the number is prime. Otherwise the number is composite except 1, because 1 is a special number. Okay, then we learned how to find out prime numbers using Eratosthenes method, Greek mathematician, Chalni method या sieve method. And then we learnt about divisibility rules of numbers, which was basically this. Okay, so that's what we learned today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching it. If you have any questions, if you have any feedback, this is my email ID. Feel free to write to me. Okay, I've really made a mess of it. Just give me a moment. I'm sorry. So please do write to me. I will also mention my email ID in the description box, and I will try and be more regular. So welcome back to the Learning Factory 2.0, and thanks for stopping and watching the video. Thanks.